Excuse me, because of the shortage of time and the time is more important for us, the next session is going to be starting now itself. Those who can relax for 5 or 10 minutes, stepwise you can go and come, but the session will start now. Now I am handing over entire dais to the team Abbott and Sadhwani ji. Please take over the dais, sir.
Counterfeit or spurious medicines have become a significant issue given that these are detrimental to the health of the patients. Additionally, the issue of counterfeit medicines adversely affects an organization's reputation and overall business. It also affects India's reputation in the global pharmaceutical market. As a part of the Indian pharmaceutical industry at Abbott, we believe that a sustainable future starts with good health. It's the foundation that helps people thrive, makes communities strong, and fuels healthy societies. It is our collective responsibility to help people live better and healthier. This means that organizations, regulators, drug inspectors, government all need to work together to find solutions to counterfeiting. Patients depend on us, and we need to ensure that they always have access to quality and genuine products. We need to strengthen certain processes like an efficient supply chain with stringent quality controls at every stage in the product life cycle and surprise checks for counterfeiting. We must train our teams in ensuring captive vigilance and work closely with the trade associations to share intelligence and identify potential risk areas. This is a good practice that can be followed across the industry. Continuous engagement with regulators and government authorities will help in minimizing risks. And finally, the implementation of QR codes on the packs should help both regulators and patients identify genuine products through a simple scan. As an industry, while we have moved the needle by taking proactive measures, we still have a lot to do. And for that, we need your support and commitment. We look forward to continuous collaboration with you to ensure we have robust mechanisms in place to provide access to safe, genuine and trusted medicines to build healthier communities. Thank you.
So good afternoon everyone. Can I ask Deepak ji and everyone to please come in and take the place so that we can start the counterfeit session? We will, yeah. You want me to repeat it again? So you know what, for the benefit of all of you, we will just repeat the video because many of you haven't seen. It's a 2 minutes video, so we'll just repeat it once again. Basis Mr. Koteshwar Rao's advice.
Counterfeiting is a global problem of enormous scale, adversely impacting many industries around the world. In the healthcare industry specifically, counterfeit or spurious medicines have become a significant issue given that these are detrimental to the health of the patients. Additionally, the issue of counterfeit medicines adversely affects an organization's reputation and overall business. It also affects India's reputation in the global pharmaceutical market. As a part of the Indian pharmaceutical industry at Abbott, we believe that a sustainable future starts with good health. It's the foundation that helps people thrive, makes communities strong, and fuels healthy societies. It is our collective responsibility to help people live better and healthier. This means that organizations, regulators, drug inspectors, government all need to work together to find solutions to counterfeiting. Patients depend on us, and we need to ensure that they always have access to quality and genuine products. We need to strengthen certain processes like an efficient supply chain with stringent quality controls at every stage in the product life cycle and surprise checks for counterfeiting. We must train our teams in ensuring captive vigilance and work closely with the trade associations to share intelligence and identify potential risk areas. This is a good practice that can be followed across the industry. Continuous engagement with regulators and government authorities will help in minimizing risks. And finally, the implementation of QR codes on the packs should help both regulators and patients identify genuine products through a simple scan. As an industry, while we have moved the needle by taking proactive measures, we still have a lot to do. And for that, we need your support and commitment. We look forward to continuous collaboration with you to ensure we have robust mechanisms in place to provide access to safe, genuine, and trusted medicines to build healthier communities. Thank you.
So good afternoon, everyone. We are just going to be starting the counterfeit session, which will be, taken by Mr. Om Prakash Sadhwani. I just wanted to take a few minutes of yours just to let you know the journey of Abbott on counterfeit and spurious. First and foremost, I am very, glad to be a part of this entire session. For the first time, I realized, we work from the other side, from the industry. And we really don't know, the other side of the drug regulators. And today we saw when Mr. Koteshwar Rao, through his emotional speech, actually told us so much about what you go through. I never knew personally that there are fatal deaths which happen during the work. I suddenly realized that, the kind of work you do. And I was speaking to Mr. Sadhwani, you don't have a uniform and how is the kind of protection you get? He said uniforms are never going to help because we inspect. So thank you very much for taking us through the journey. I must specifically call out, every dignitary who actually spoke in the inaugural session. But specifically, there were 3 points which stayed with us, which Dr. Koshia brought out, and then I think Appaji brought out. There were many of the regulators who brought out. The point was patient, second was quality, and third was genuineness. And Abbott walks the talk. And that is why today we are here as a partner to all of you on the counterfeit session. There are many statistics on counterfeit, as you all know. There is some statistics which says that India, as you know, is the pharmacy of the world, right? The 3%, there is a statistics which says that 3% of the manufactured products in this country is spurious. Very recently in Feb 23, we were looking at a data which says 10% of the products which are manufactured in this country is counterfeit. और ये बहुत ज़रूरी जानना ज़रूरी है, counterfeit medicine directly patient को impact करता है. It does not work, especially in Abbott where we have chronic medicines. And you have seen Abbott really takes a lot of stand. We have worked very closely with Delhi, Goa, Assam, Jharkhand, UP. I mean, all the regulators across Telangana, across all of you have been very supportive. But you know that by the time we find the first sample to the time the manufacturer is caught, the millions of patients, we are Abbott, our brand sell a lot. And it goes to a lot of patients because this is India, the product is of low price. So the number of patients you ask, even 3% is a big number, 1% is also a big number. And that is where Koshiaji, when you said patient quality and genuineness, touched us also because this is what we walk the talk. I must tell you a story, what happened, and Telangana literally supported us at that time. This was about a product which is one of the largest selling product in the country for voice. Yeah, you're not able to hear. No, there's no presentation. One of the largest selling product, which was Tyronorm, we first found the sample in the month of December 22. By the time, we started to figure it out, the market survey, we reached out to the regulator, it was May of 23. You can imagine till then, and the product had zero API. And I must thank the regulators who actually went out and caught the manufacturer, but I must also let you know that it took 7 months. 7 months, patients were taking a product which was not manufactured by us, but somebody else, and the patients were suffering. And you know what hormones cause, right? There are a lot of side effects. So what Abbott does is, what we do is, we have a global security cell, which works across the globe in India. And by the way, I must let you know that we spend money in dollars there. They have a full team who sits in India. We do something called proactive market surveys. I was just sharing with somebody that we know that some of the markets like Northeast need special attention, or North, UP, Bihar, certain places we need to kind of do market survey for certain of our product. And after we find, once the third party guy finds the sample, we reach out to the FDA, and then FDA does the raid, and that is how you reach out to the final manufacturer. Now what really happens is, what we have seen is, once you find the manufacturer, for 6 months, the place is without counterfeit. But after 6 months, when we do a proactive survey, we usually find that manufacturer, instead of working in Telangana, he is operating possibly in Delhi. So that is where we seek your support, and I must also appreciate, congratulate, and thank each one of you, because whenever Lajja Saini has reached out to you through Abbott, you have actually supported us, and because of which we were able to catch a lot of counterfeits. And Dr. Reddy, you're here. I must tell you that DCGI supported us. When initially we used to take with counterfeit, we were listed as NSQ. Then we went out to DCGI and said that we are doing a proactive survey. We are informing you. Please don't call us an NSQ. And now the listing actually says allegedly counterfeit. So thanks, and so therefore we are getting all the support from all of you. It's my privilege, honor, and pleasure. Many of you thanked us that Abbott is actually sponsoring this program, but I must thank each one of you for partnering with us. This to us is a very big crusade. This is a big menace. Counterfeit is a big menace, and we all know that the government of India also believes it's a big menace. Abbott also believes, and we are the forerunner in this whole thing. We are not waiting for a product to be caught. We do a proactive survey on the top 20 brands. QR code was supposed to be implemented in August 1st, 23. I must share with you, Abbott has actually taken the lead. हमारा सिर्फ 15 SKUs उस लिस्ट में है. हमारा top 20 brands, 40 SKUs में हमने already QR code implement किया है. And you know why? Because I actually went through the whole, I can tell you that I've done a PhD in the counterfeit process now. So what happens is, when you initially identify a counterfeit, it goes through testing. And when it goes through testing, usually the timeline taken in the testing is usually 1 to 3 months. With the QR code, you can do something called physical testing. Immediately this is genuine or not genuine, so you can do it in a day. So the whole lot of testing which Abbott does, and then we ask the regulator to do, you can actually save a lot of time. So the timeline which takes 1 to 6 months to go to a manufacturer actually can be reduced to less than 2 months. And we seek your support. Thank you very much. We have already conducted training programs in 4 places. We had Jharkhand, we did in Telangana. In fact, the regulators asked us to do, and that is what we decided in the beginning of 23. We should start doing the proactive training program, so that we educate everyone. How are we looking at the counterfeit, and how can you support us? We did it in Kashmir. We did it in all 7 states of Northeast. So today, with 400 drug inspectors, officials, all of you here in this forum, it's absolutely an honor that, we are going to be taking you through this counterfeit. My only request to all of you is, please take this further. And, wherever you need training program, let us know. We'll only be happy to support you. So as, as they say, like Henry Ford, what he says is, coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress. Working together is success. So on that note, I will call Mr. Sadhwani, and thank you very much to everyone for this August gathering. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. With your confidence only, I am telling them 100% with confidence that every month we are going to conduct. If you say something, I will be gone. So I will be sitting in front of your office only. Now may I